Hey guys, what is going on? Anthony here with Pistons Talk. Hope you guys had a great weekend. In today's video, we're going to be talking about your Detroit Pistons and the latest Detroit Pistons trade rumors that are going on. I wanted to keep you guys updated every step of the way, so when a trade does happen, you guys aren't surprised by it. So we did get a article that did just drop. Shams Charania dropped a huge trade rumor bomb across the NBA. It does involve the Los Angeles Lakers and the Detroit Pistons, so let's get straight into it. This is the article I was talking about earlier. It says, Lakers rumors of Bojan Bogdanovic, Cam Reddish, Evan Fournier targeted in trades. So the Lakers are going to try to trade for all of these players mentioned in this article. Now, we're just going to go to the Bojan piece of this article. If you guys do want to read it, I will link it down in the description below, and you guys can check that out because I'd like to keep you guys updated on, anything Detroit Pistons related, especially when it does involve, key players like Bojan that are in trade rumor talks. So let's go to the Bojan section of this article. So this is the Bojan section of this article from Bleacher Report. I'll just read it to you guys real quick. It says, according to Charania's report, the Lakers have discussed packages including salary and a protected first-round pick for Bogdanovic and are among roughly a dozen teams to inquire about him offering first or second rounders. However, Charania added the Pistons have expressed to rival teams a significant reluctance about moving Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic would help. The 33-year-old is averaging a career-high 21 points per game this season and is shooting an impressive 43.7 from deep. His ability to stretch the floor would open up spacing for James to drive to the basket or Davis to work out of the post. Out of all the players listed, Bogdanovic would provide the most obvious solution for the Lakers' needs. However, the Pistons don't seem particularly inclined to let him go at this juncture. So after reading that article, here are my final thoughts on it. I think if you're a Lakers fan, obviously this makes a whole lot of sense. You're trying to win as much as possible since you do have Anthony Davis and LeBron James. It's championship or bust for you. Even though that does sound like hilarious if you're a Pistons fan and you're like, what are you talking about? The Lakers aren't even like a playoff contender to even, make it out of the first round. You're right, but, when you have LeBron James, you have to do as much as you can to try to, surround him with pieces. I don't think the Detroit Pistons are going to trade with the Los Angeles Lakers for Bojan. And here's why. When you look at the first round picks, I think the earliest first round pick they have is in 2025, and that's 3 years down the line. And I would assume 3 years from now, your Detroit Pistons are going to be Eastern Conference playoff contenders. And they're not really too concerned with a 2025 first round pick. I just don't. I think if you're the Pistons and you just have your heart set on trading Bojan, I can guarantee you there are going to be way better offers than the Lakers because the Lakers really don't have a lot to offer. They have some good role players. Their draft picks are years down the line because they traded all of their draft picks to the Pelicans to land Anthony Davis. They don't have the draft capital that you would want if you're a Detroit Pistons fan. But my final thoughts of this whole thing is I think if you're Detroit, just keep Bogdanovic. He's a really good player. He's shown that he can be a second option, hell, a first option when Cade's out. He plays really well next to Cade Cunningham. I don't really see the Pistons trading him unless a team just offers you just a deal that you can't refuse. I think if you're Detroit, you should just hang on to Bogdanovic. I think he's one of the better players that Troy Weaver has traded for so far in his young Detroit Pistons GM tenure. I think he's a player that makes sense. I think he's a veteran that helps a lot of these young guys out and that you need veteran pieces. And I think eventually, like I've said before on previous podcasts, you have to start building a foundation. And to me, I think Bojan Bogdanovic is a foundation piece the Detroit Pistons need to keep. I think he's a great veteran to teach a lot of these young guys. And I think he's still playing at a very high level where he can produce for you night in and night out. Let me know what you guys think of this article from Bleacher Report and Shams Charania reporting that the Lakers are going to attempt to try to trade for Bojan. I'll talk to you guys down there. Like always, hope you guys are staying safe. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.